Feeding a family, well, it's getting harder as beef prices hit record highs, but a new White House plan meant to cut costs has Georgia ranchers sounding the alarm.
Our state raises nearly 1 million head of cattle, mostly on family farms. Local cattlemen tell NN News First reporter Abby Castoris federal changes could devastate them.
Out here in McDonough, fourth-generation farmer Scott Craig is constantly balancing the 3 F's: fuel, feed, and fertilizer. He says those rising expenses leave local producers with incredibly tight margins.
As you see the feed I put in that bunk right there, it goes up every time they bring a load put in that bin. Fuel to cut hay for these guys, fertilizer to fertilize the hay that goes into them.
To try and lower grocery costs, President Donald Trump announced a plan to bypass tariffs and import 300,000 metric tons of foreign ground beef. Prices at the grocery store have climbed steadily. According to the USDA, a pound of ground beef now averages $6.89, up from $4.39 5 years ago.
Prices are so high these days.
But Emory University marketing expert Doug Bowman warns while consumers might get a temporary reprieve, the policy injects heavy risk into a fragile industry.
I think longer term, though, is it just injects more uncertainty.
Local cattlemen argue relying on foreign imports is a short-sighted fix when domestic herds are already thinned out.
Our national herd numbers are down over 1 million head now, and trying to subsidize that from other countries is, I don't think, the way to go. I think that they need to invest back in the American farmer for our next generations, my generation and my next generation, to build our cattle herds back up.
Beyond the immediate cost, Craig's biggest worry is the permanent loss of agricultural land to real estate developers.
And you can't plow those houses under and plant a crop the next year once that house is there. That land's gone out of farming for forever, possibly. So it's going to be tough when there's no more land to farm and the American farmer's gone.
State leaders like Agriculture Commissioner Tyler Harper say the solution is to increase Georgia-grown processing, not a reliance on foreign food. In McDonough, I'm Abby Castoris.